because we do not forget ourselves and seek forgiveness. Apologizes.
Typical James Shaw fashion there, just running down the QMU crowd that we've got here tonight. I don't think they're sinners, they're all a lovely bunch of people. James Shaw is fired up tonight. He is in an absolute mood. Firing up with the crowd there. His opponent carrying across the ring from him there, Jackson Graves. And this is going to be one of the biggest tough tests of Jackson Graves' skill and ability there is James Shaw. Don't let the theatrics, the antics, the silliness, the shouting, the insulting of the crowd fool you. James Shaw is one of the most veteran, well-traveled, experienced wrestlers in all of New Zealand. The man has been wrestling for... I remember seeing James Shaw wrestle, I think someone that would eventually become Duke Hudson at an Armageddon show in the early 2000s. Like, the guy's been wrestling for a very, very, very long time against a massive variety of opponents, and these sort of antics that he plays where he moves out of the ring, plays with the referee's count, insults his opponents, insults the crowd. Some might say fake praying like he is right now. They are used to masterful strategy to get into your opponent's head. James Shaw is insulting more children in the crowd there. Notice he hasn't picked on anyone a little bit bigger than him or his own size, just the children. And it looks like Jackson Graves there. Jackson Graves there, clearly not waiting for James Shaw to get back in the ring, has decided to bring James in the ring himself. Big right hand there from Jackson. I don't know if that might have rattled James Shaw with his normal strategy there. Normally you would see James Shaw play on the outside of the ring a little bit more, really frustrate his opponent before rolling back in the ring and taking advantage of that frustration. Oh! And what I talk about there is the veteran instincts and the veteran attitude of James Shaw. Jackson Graves clearly was playing with the crowd, delivering some very nasty strikes, but James Shaw straight out of the blocks with a very vicious scoop slam. And those chops right to the back of Jackson Graves. Normally you'd see those chops delivered to the front, where they'd wind your opponent, do a lot of stinging to your chest, which hurts every time you move, but delivered straight to the back like that, it can just rattle your insides, rattle your spine. And look at the welt forming on the back of Jackson Graves from that chop. Looks like he's almost been sliced open, but Jackson straight away. Oh! Sunset flip countered straight into a leg drop, and Jackson Graves on top with a running low clothesline there. Looks like James Shaw delivered some chops there to Jackson Graves. Some nasty handprints appearing on the chest and the back of Jackson Graves, but Jackson is delivering some nasty chops of his own. Oh, and a big overhand chop And I can tell you from experience, those ones hurt more. Oh, but James shutting down the offense of Jackson Graves. Big knee to the sternum. And that patented elbow to the back of the head that Shaw is well versed in delivering. Looks like Shaw up for a big elevated suplex. As I said, James Shaw likes to play his antics to throw the crowd and throw his opponent off his game. But James Shaw is extremely capable in the ring, and delivering a big vertical suplex like that, and again going straight to that back. Straight to the back of Jackson Graves. James clearly knows exactly when to take his breaks, exactly when to throw out to the crowd. Oh, and driving Graves' head straight into the top turnbuckle. And trying to choke out Jackson Graves on the ropes. James breaking the referee's count at 3 there, a little bit earlier than he normally would. Maybe we're seeing a respectful James Shaw tonight. Or maybe not with that big overhand chop. And James here again, playing with the crowd, playing with his opponent. But Jackson Graves, as said, he's a tough, he's a capable competitor. Bit of a drop toe hold there, driving James Shaw into the middle turnbuckle. And looking at delivering, a big scoop slam all of his own. And James Shaw is the bigger competitor between these two. But Jackson Graves, you can see from his physique, he is a well put together, strong man. Trying to fire himself up with these big stops to the corner. I don't know if we're seeing a big super kick there. Oh! James Shaw caught the super kick but did not catch the enziguri. And James is, he looks out on his feet. Oh my God, if he wasn't out before, he is out now after that super kick. Jackson Graves following up. Looking like a big, and a big suplex of his own. And James Shaw might be out of it. I thought we were going to see an upset here, and the back of Jackson Graves is clearly killing him. Keeps rubbing his back. A little bit slow on the cover from that suplex. We may have seen a massive upset at that point. Because James Shaw, I don't think he knew where he was after that enziguri and that super kick. James Shaw was out of it. And even now, look at the eyes and the look of James Shaw. He doesn't look like he knows where he is right now. And if Jackson Graves can stay on this offense, and a big cutter. And going in for the 2. But Jackson Graves kicking out at the last second. I was saying James Shaw didn't look like he knew where he was in the ring, but countering out of that running uppercut with a vicious looking cutter. Again, more of the strategy and the antics of James Shaw. Playing a little bit of possum there with Jackson Graves. And James there playing to the crowd, playing up a little bit. Clearly trying to get his breath back from the offense and the onslaught from Jackson Graves. But Graves is struggling to even get to his feet. Far be it from me to question James Shaw's strategy, but Jackson Graves looks out of it. Big knee. Jackson Graves looked out of it. He could have easily won that match. And a big overhead suplex there. I thought that was going to be the upset of Jackson Graves' career. I don't know if this is part of James Shaw's strategy, but he seems like he's been taking Jackson Graves maybe a little bit lighter than he should be. Jackson's been getting in some vicious offense here. A low super kick, looking straight off the ropes. I thought maybe Jackson Graves was looking for that low DDT that he's gone for several times. But James Shaw has clearly done his scouting homework, catching Jackson Graves and throwing him over the top rope. And we have not seen Jackson Graves move after being thrown from the top rope to the floor. And I tell you what, that's a hell of a distance. That's a hell of a distance, that is. It is going to jar your knees, jar your ankles, jar your back. Because there is no give down there. This is just a basketball court floor. Jackson Graves rolling into the ring, right almost at the 8 count at that point. It was getting near the end. But I don't know. Maybe Jackson should be learning to live to fight another day at this point. Rolling in the ring, he looks out of it. James Shaw calling a shot there and in for the Death Valley driver, but Jackson Graves fighting out of it. Looking for a backslide, countering out of it. Both of these men are the big running knee. And Jackson Graves looking for his finish, dust to dust. And the momentum taking James Shaw out of the ring. We might be on the verge of the upset of Jackson Graves' career at this point. I've seen Jackson Graves hit dust to dust a number of times, and I've never seen a person get up after that move. It is a jarring DDT. The spin on it, the way Jackson Graves captures the head before he turns it, it can really do some damage to your neck and your head. James Shaw rolled out of the ring from the momentum of that move, but he might be getting counted out after that move, necessarily getting pinned. And I think Jackson Graves maybe thinks that he's won the match. Maybe some preemptive celebrating after that. I think James Shaw doesn't know where he is. But straight in there, almost at the 10 count. I don't know if James Shaw recovered at the last second or was playing possum a little bit to try and get his breath back. I thought Jackson was going for a suplex there, but James Shaw countering out with a front suplex of his own and following it up with, I don't know what this is, following it up with an aeroplane spin. An aeroplane spin on a Jackson Graves right into a slam. The aeroplane spin will make you dizzy, and that slam will take it out of you. Your winner of the match, the Divine Savior, James Shaw. And James Shaw, there had to be a desperation maneuver at that point. You see on the look of James Shaw, he's trying to be arrogant, trying to show off to the crowd, but I think James knows he was on the verge of losing that match several times. Jackson Graves barely moving, taking the impact of that slam, but tell you what, the young man almost had a veteran, a multi-time champion from all around this country beat at several points in this match. We don't often see Jackson Graves. You know, we see a mixed result from Jackson Graves, whether or not he wins or loses, though the man always looks good. And he needs to be holding his head up high after that victory. But James Shaw, the veteran of New Zealand wrestling, coming out on top again tonight. And earning that victory is James Shaw.